And now they're going to need some quick scores. Look for him.
And Riley Dixon's punt is blocked. The punt is blocked, and a scoop and score. Lorenzo Carter off the block of Troy Anderson. How's that for a quick score?
I mean, that's about as quick as it gets. Either that or a punt return. Uh-oh. Watch this penetration right up the gut. You're going to see him come through and get right on Riley Dixon's foot right there. Anderson with a huge play, and then the scoop and score. Whew. That's what Atlanta needed, just something. Now the unfortunate part is you're going to get close. They're going for two, you see that. But you're going to get close in this score potentially. And you're going to look back at that missed field goal and just be kicking yourself for the early mishap and the penalties that led to a longer field goal that was eventually missed. But look for Mariota, if nothing's open early, to be able to get on the run and extend this play.
Going for two here to make it a 6-point game. Mariota into the end zone. The 2-point try to Drake London. And the Falcons are within 6 with 4:57 to go.
And watch this route by London. Kind of misses the pitch. He's going to miss the snap count. Go there. London's going to get behind him. And this is what you want for combo coverage. You want two guys breaking in or two guys breaking out to get the proper leverage on that inside defender. Drake London runs that route. Textbook. And that's what you want. That's what you want for Mariota. Excuse me. There's the block again. Wow.
The first time the Falcons have blocked a punt and returned it for a touchdown, Mark, since week 6 of 1990 against San Francisco. 509 games since Bobby Butler blocked it and went back 62 yards for the score. Today, Troy Anderson with the block. And the former Giant, the former Georgia Bulldog, in his first year with the Falcons, brings the Falcons within 6.
Shout-out, stat of the day. And was it me or did the guys look a little confused after they picked up that ball? They're like, well, what do we do now?
Yeah, what happens?
Thank God they figured it out quickly.
Must have Bobby Butler on speed dial to let him know you're running in.
Whoa. I mean, that's...
All right, this game has changed considerably, Mark. 4:57 to go. And all of a sudden, the Rams clinging to a 6-point lead, and the pressure now back on the defending Super Bowl champs.
Oh, no doubt. They got to create some space here and extend this lead. We were just talking about, some of our fluff stories we're trying to work in the broadcast. And here we go. I thought we were going to see Wolford or something. And now Stafford's got to keep this offense rolling.
Cam Akers burrows forward for a few to the 29-yard line. Ogundeji on the tackle, and it brings up 2nd and 6. Clock running, 4:40 to go. Falcons have 2 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning to work with as they try to come back.
And I love that they got Mariota on the run for that 2-point conversion. He's so comfortable throwing on the run, especially down and tight like that. So much experience with that as a youngster. But this defense has to bow up here. Come up with the stop, give their offense one more opportunity.
2nd down and 6. Skoranek in motion. The give is to Henderson. Up the middle. Terrell with the tackle at the 31-yard line. Brings a 3rd down. Let's go back to the block punt one more time. Was Riley Dixon injured on this play for the Rams?
Well, look at this collision. This right leg, boom. Ooh, you see like that hyperextension. Ouch.
Bears watching if they are not able to convert on this 3rd and 4. Empty backfield.
You're kind of in that no man's land place as a play caller, wanting to run the ball and milk the clock, but at the same time, needing to get a 1st down.
Stafford over the middle. There's Cooper Kupp. Ball is out. The ball loose on the turf. A mad scramble for it. The Falcons have it. The Atlanta Falcons recover. Darren Hall pops it up, and Atlanta's got it with 3:22 to go. He forced it, and then he chased it down. Darren Hall.
Look at this route by Cooper Kupp, like a Waze map. I mean, just shook him out. Boom, creates the spaces wide open, and then Hall said the play's not over, channeled his inner Peanut Tillman and punched that sucker out. Wow. I mean, the Rams were running away with this thing, and here come the Falcons storming back. This is just incredible. What a fourth quarter swing of events here.
Are we seeing an exorcism? Because the Falcons were down 28-3.
This could be.
Does this exorcise the demons?
Just like, oh man, Babe Ruth curse. I'm trying to think of other franchises with these crazy curses on them.
From the 37, Mariota sets it up for London, blocking in front. London reading those blocks, and he's tripped up at the 30 by Taylor Rapp. 3:10 to go. And lost in all of this, Mark Sanchez, was the decision by Arthur Smith to go for two when he didn't necessarily need to go for two.
Yeah,
because now a touchdown on an extra point gives Atlanta the lead.
That's right. I think he's eventually was going to go for two at some point because they were down 14, right? Might as well try it early and stack your chips early and play with a little bit of house money, and that's what they're doing. There's that space again.
And London will take advantage going up top, showing those basketball hops to jump over Durant and get the first down.
I mean, hit the triangle button on him, kid. Ooh, back home, you know he's feeling it. Back here in LA. Look at this. Love it. What a play. And once again, just an extension of the run game, easy completion. Simple toss from Mariota and positive yards. Setting up this Falcons offense.
Falcons down 28-3. Now knocking on the door to take the late lead in the fourth. The give up the middle to Algier, and Algier takes it just inside the 20, and it'll bring up a second down. Cooper Kupp with the fumble that gives the Falcons life. A blocked punt for a touchdown. A fumble by the normally reliable Cooper Kupp.
I mean, this drive's got to feel like an eternity for Coop.
They don't have to snap it before the 2-minute warning, and I don't believe they will.
They're taking too long.
And it is the 2-minute warning. The NFL never lets you down. A game now that features the potential largest comeback in Falcons history. They were down 28-3. They're now down 31-25. Mariota on the keep, in trouble, and down he goes. Justin Hollins, duck-on-duck crime as Hollins drops Mariota.
Well, they just knocked out everybody in the backfield. Watch, there's some head-on collisions here right away. And this thing was sniffed out quickly in the backfield. Nobody flinched on the fakes. Early on, they were all over that triple option and the quarterback keep.
3rd and 13 for the Falcons.
4-down territory all the way. Don't have to get it all.
And flags fly, or was a timeout called first? Looks like Sean McVay may have asked for a timeout on the Rams side. And he did.
Prior to the snap, timeout. Los Angeles, their first. Pardon me, their second. 30-second timeout.
This game looked like it was tucked away for the Rams' first win of the season, but some Rams miscues have cost them. An interception in the end zone thrown by Matthew Stafford. A breakdown on special teams that results in a blocked punt and a touchdown for Lorenzo Carter and the Falcons. And then a Cooper Kupp fumble, his first since September of 2020. His first in nearly 2 years. And a turnover right back to the Falcons. But now 3rd and 13, Mark Sanchez, for Atlanta.
Yeah, once again, 4-down territory. You have plenty of time to work this. Look at all this space out here. This flat out here.
Here's Mariota. Hit as he throws for the end zone. A jump ball intercepted. Jalen Ramsey with the pick. And the 5-time Pro Bowler snares it to put it away for the Rams.
I mean, we just said it right before. Jalen Ramsey goes way up top, playing above the rim. It just... Oh, I don't understand. I mean, you don't need it all right there. Look at these guys celebrating with their fans. But watch Ramsey. Here he is. They're going to Brian Edwards on Ramsey right there. I mean, I just... That one leaves me scratching my head a little bit, Kev. You got Pitts, you got London. No slide on Edwards, but if you're going against the 5-time Pro Bowler, 3-time All-Pro, you might want to do it with your best players and go good on good and see what happens if you're going to go for it like that. But once again, it was 4-down territory. You got plenty of opportunities and plenty of timeouts. Oh, that one they're going to want back.
Henderson the carry on first down. And the Falcons will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts.
Thought he had him. Oh.
Well, Mark, for 10 days, Jalen Ramsey's had to hear about what a rough first game he had for this 2022 season. It was not a good game for Ramsey against the Bills. We showed you those numbers earlier in the broadcast. But Jalen Ramsey, when they needed a play the most, he delivered.
Sure did. You can read his lips there. He said, I am him. Letting people know. But yeah, just a tough start to the season last week, right here on this very field. A little embarrassed, a little frustrated. You see all that frustration coming out.
Second down and 5. This is Akers. Hit and dropped. Carter finishing him off. And the Falcons will use their final timeout. Oof. So for the Rams, trying to close this out, move to 1-1. They're in Arizona and in San Francisco the next 2 weeks, couple of divisional games. Then the Cowboys when they come back home on the 9th, and the Panthers back here on the 16th of October. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they go up to Seattle next. Couple of West Coast swings for the Falcons. The Browns back home on the 2nd. Then they're in Tampa, back home for the 49ers, and in Cincinnati.
Well, most importantly right here, I mean, the Rams got to keep this ball in bounds no matter what. They can't throw an incompletion. It's almost better to take a sack from Matthew Stafford if they do put the ball in the air. I'd rather not give him a free clock stoppage.
Sacked 1 time today. They'll just give it to Henderson. Henderson steps through traffic in the backfield. He's tackled by Michael Walker. A 1-yard gain.
Yeah, I mean, now we're worried about a punt here.
Well, the last time
especially
they
after
punted,
the last one.
Yeah, we saw the block.
A little PTSD on the punt team. They got to be real sharp in the middle. But they're going to get this thing back. The under 20 to go. This was the last punt. We know how that went. Oof.
Right up the gut by Troy Anderson, the rookie from Montana State.
I don't know if they're going to take the penalty or burn a timeout here right at the last second.
Run it down all the way.
There you go. Here's the timeout.
So the Rams use their last timeout. No flag on the play. They took the timeout before the delay of game would be called.
Maybe a fair catch and a heave or a quick play out of bounds. I mean, it's going to be tight.
No timeouts left either.
Yeah, for the Falcons, they're up against it.
Remember, is Dixon all right? He got hit hard. He limped off the field a little bit. We assume he's okay, but we will find out. That 3 and out took 54 seconds off the clock, plus whatever you take off with the punt.
Avery Williams back deep. Oh, wow, look at that.
And it's Brandon Powell who is the deep man. So Riley Dixon.
No, Avery Williams, the deep man. Powell's punt.
That's what I'm saying. Brandon Powell is back
Gotcha.
deep in the punt formation for the Rams.
Look at Avery Williams coming up, really making sure it's not a fake.
And Powell's just going to run, and he's going to take
the safety. Waste as much time.
And then tiptoes out of bounds, takes the safety. Smart play by the Rams. Those 2 points do not matter. They burn it all the way down to 6 seconds. And Powell takes the safety, and it's a 4-point Rams lead.
Wow. I mean, this thing was almost a runaway by the Rams, and now they're having to take a safety to burn time. But that was a great example of understanding situations by Sean McVay and Joe DeCamillis, their special teams coach, who both of them very easily could have been so distraught over that block punt that you forget about what you have in the situation, and really the time is more important than the points at that point.
18 teams have started 0-2 since 2020, since the playoffs were expanded to 14 teams. None of those 18 teams have made the playoffs. It's so important to not start 0-2. And once that has been taken with the safety, Riley Dixon out for the free kick with 6 seconds to play in the fourth. We've got Avery Williams and Cordero Patterson back.
Two dangerous returners. Avery Williams, a baller from that blue field in Boise State.
He had 3 kickoff return touchdowns at Boise State. Of course, Cordero Patterson has 8 career kickoff return touchdowns in the National Football League. This is Williams, who will let it bounce, and it'll trickle out of bounds.
Yeah,
that saves the time
that
as
worked
it
out
bounced.
well for Atlanta.
And the kick goes out of bounds, and a flag is down as a result of that kick going out of bounds. So a pretty good play for Atlanta as Williams let it bounce and then it rolls out. Now you're always taking the risk with a football that it bounces an odd way, but it bounced the way of the Falcons. Down by 4 here.
Kickoff out of bounds. Los Angeles. The ball will be placed at the 50-yard line, which is 30 yards from the safety kick spot. First down.
Well, that's huge. They definitely have a shot. We're going to see a Hail Mary. Most importantly, they got to hold up in the interior, give Mariota a chance to buy some time so those wideouts can get all the way down the field. It's a 50-yard dash, and he's got to throw that thing in bounds. Let's see. You're going to see the convoy out here to the left.
7 defensive backs on the field, and you see they're all stretched out near the 5-yard line.
See them all lined up on the left. He's going to heave it to the left if he could buy some time.
In trouble. No. Mariota trying to step away. In trouble. The ball is out. Mariota is down. The Rams recover, and the game is over. And the Los Angeles Rams survive quite the scare. But the Super Bowl champs get their first win of 2022.